Among the greatest storytellers America has ever produced, Mark Twain said, "Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words." Admittedly, a certain great big radio station company turned less is more into a punchline. But the concept is something great storytellers practice and preach. Possibly my biggest influence when it comes to word economy was my high school speech teacher. I'm Holland Cooke, the radio consultant. I make my living coaching people who speak for a living. And you might think I'm picky when I say this, but you need to choose your words carefully. Every single word matters when you're talking on air, especially if you're doing a podcast, because most of the several thousand messages that bombard your listeners every day blend into the blah, blah, blah. So here's some blah, blah, blah to splice out of what you say. Instead of saying, due to the fact that, say, because. Instead of scenario, say situation. Instead of saying, I have got, say, I have. Instead of saying consensus of opinion, say consensus. Some of the most common misstatements I hear in my travels are redundancies like added bonus, advance warning, end result, past history, personal belongings. In each case, just drop the first word. Avoid common malapropisms like, it's a mute point. A mute is someone who can't talk, so your point sure would be moot, meaning of no significance or relevance. Undoubtedly. Unquestionably, you mean undoubtedly. Vice versa is wrong. It's vice versa, meaning the other way around. Avoid verbal styrofoam, unnecessary words like, so what I'm wondering is, and let me ask you this, always sounds like you're stalling for time. Well-prepared interviewers just ask the question. Why ask permission? It's hard to imagine anything less helpful to day-to-day recycling than suggesting that what you're about to hear has already been stated ad nauseum. Say, I've said it 1,000,000 times, and the index finger is already halfway between the steering wheel and another station's button. Here's that all-important forecast. If there's a hurricane coming, just get to the dang forecast, will you? And the ultimate commercial copy cliche, for all your, fill in the product category name, needs. And so much more. Which means nothing. Imply and infer are commonly misspoken. Only a speaker can imply, only a listener can infer. And never use a preposition to end a sentence with. Just kidding. Old English teacher joke. And finally, if you make your living on the air, and if you work east of the Mississippi, repeat after me. Double U. Now put them together. W, not W.